Hello, my name is Vivian Koepsell, and this is my mom, Melissa Koepsell. She's going to be my conversation partner for today. Hi, Melissa. How are you?
Hey Vivian, I'm good, thanks.
Can you tell me a little bit about your job and how you came into this career?
Sure. I am a dental assistant at an orthodontic office, and after high school graduation, I attended Lake Area Technical College in Watertown and received my associate's degree in dental assisting.
Wow. So, I'm wondering, what made you want to be an orthodontist assistant?
I actually think it was my own orthodontic experience.
Yeah.
As a teenager, I had braces, and I never really thought about it until after graduation when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And looking back, I think that really did influence my choice.
So, what about your own experience made it stick out that you wanted to do that?
I think it was just the experience of, not only the major transformation that I needed and received.
Yes, I'm sure.
But there wasn't the anxiety of going to see your orthodontist like there sometimes is with seeing your dentist.
Yes, I agree.
Did you have braces, and what was your experience like?
Oh, I did have braces, and I can agree with you on there is not a fear when you go into the orthodontist. It's kind of just a more fun environment, I would feel. So I agree with you on that. Yeah, and I had good experience with my braces and everything, so I can definitely see how that's stuck out to you.
Well, your teeth look beautiful. You have a wonderful smile.
Thank you. Do you think you could tell me a little bit about like the day-to-day duties that you have with your job?
So, since I am an assistant, I basically perform all duties in the orthodontic office, including taking records. Those consist of x-rays and photographs. Also the cleaning of the teeth, placement of brackets, oral hygiene instructions, changing of the arch wires, communication with patients and their parents.
Yeah. So with all that, what do you think is like the hardest and like most confusing part about your job, I guess?
Keeping up with technology can be tough because that is an industry where things are always changing.
So how has technology kind of changed and evolved as you've been in this career?
Well, just x-rays, for example, we used to have to process them like films. And now everything is done digitally. And charting used to be done on paper, whereas now everything is done on the computer. Dental materials have changed over the years. There used to be a 2-part putty used.
I think I remember that.
Yes, for the braces. And now everything takes there's a lot less time involved with it. The brackets themselves are a lot smaller, more comfortable.
Sure that's easier for you guys and the patients. So.
We do not use that alginate impression material anymore. That goop that would have to go into the trays for you to have impressions. We now have a scanner. It's a 3D scanner. So we use that instead to make retainers and different dental appliances. So much easier for the patients, so much easier even for the staff.
So when you have patients come in, what age are they usually? I know I got my braces on when I was about 13. Is that usually the range you see?
We do. Most of our patients are, your traditional teenagers. Sometimes a child will need treatment before they have all of their permanent teeth. If they have like a crossbite would mean their front teeth might be behind their bottom teeth. That is something that would have to be fixed before all of their permanent teeth come in. And a lot of adults now also seek treatment. We, in addition to just braces, also offer aligners like Invisalign.
Oh, yeah.
Probably heard of those. So, yeah, a lot of the practice is made up of your teenagers, but we have a lot of younger kids and adults as well.
So would you say like the Invisalign is a better option rather to braces, or what's your opinion on that?
Not necessarily better, depending on what you're looking for. The patients who are worried about seeing braces or having the metal on their teeth, most adults, they go that route just because they're a lot less noticeable.
But you'd say that they do the same thing?
Oh yeah, yep.
Neither is faster, or?
Nope. You do have to be a lot more compliant if you're going to have Invisalign, because if they are not worn, your teeth will not move.
Oh, okay.
So if you're not wearing your trays, then your teeth will not be moving.
So do you ever have patients come in like after they've gotten their braces off and like they need to put them back on because of when wearing their retainer and everything?
Correct. Yes. If you choose not to wear your retainer, your teeth will move.
Okay.
And sometimes over the years, if a patient has lost or broken their retainer and they've had some shifting, then yeah, sometimes people will go back into treatment.
So I also wanted to ask, like, what's been a really big lesson you've learned through this career, and what you would say you've gotten out of this?
Well, I have definitely come to communicate, I feel, a little better with people. You do have to have very good communication skills when you're teaching patients how to take care of their teeth, how to wear rubber bands, retainers, etc. Not only communication with patients, but a lot of times their parents as well. Same thing when you're working with a lot of other staff. You need to be able to communicate well with your coworkers and your doctor, your boss. So I think communication definitely has improved as far as me personally. And I was wondering, do you have any plans for the future yet?
I've really looked into doing something in the medical field. I also have looked into, the dentistry field, and I do think it is a good career to look into, so I'll definitely put that on my list for the future.
Yeah, and there's so much more to just dentistry. There's a lot of other, fields out there, specialty offices too, you should consider.
So do you think like there's been more added since you went into schooling, like as far as options to go into?
I just think I think the same are out there, but there's so much more involved with each specialty. When you see your dentist, you go in for your regular exams, your cleanings.
Yeah.
But the specialty offices also offer other treatment that a lot of dental offices don't. I mean, some dentists do offer braces, but most of the time, if you do need something corrected, you should see an orthodontist. An orthodontist is a specialist. An oral surgeon is a specialist. That person is going to remove teeth. Not that your dentist can't, but a lot of times they choose not to. Same thing with endodontists and periodontists. A lot of dentists offer those things, but the specialists, they obviously specialize in just those things.
So would you say that you think it's important for almost everyone to have braces in their lifetime, or?
Oh, not necessarily.
No.
A lot of people do it just for cosmetic reasons, just for the way their teeth look. A lot of people need it for function. And those are the people who, unfortunately, there's a cost associated with braces, but some of these patients definitely do need braces because of function.
That's really interesting. Sometimes you don't always think of that aspect of it, and I think like my sake, like, I don't remember really a really, important need for it. Mostly just cosmetic, but what do you think, like, is the most important reason that people get them? Like, are there, like, important problems?
Function, definitely. If your teeth are not touching and you're not able to chew, or a lot of times people's teeth do not completely touch together, so when they bite, they can't bite through like bread or lettuce, so it makes things difficult. If your teeth are very rotated, turned, crooked, that makes them very hard to clean as well.
Oh.
So a lot of people have issues just by keeping their teeth clean because they're so crowded. So braces definitely have, there's an advantage to having braces for just those things.
That's really interesting. Well, I want to thank you for having this conversation with me, because I really did learn a lot about your career and about your job and what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Well, good luck with you and your future plans, and if you have any questions about the dental field, please give me a holler.
Thank you.